everybody, Sister Fantastic here. Welcome to Palette Promenade. Today I want to feature the Tarte Maneater. It's called Nightfall. Really cool packaging. Love this package. And I have all these pretty shades to choose from, which naturally my eye just goes to all these pretty blues and greens and then the purples. And then that gold right there is popping. I'm telling you, there's lots of choices here. It's 24 pans in this palette. That gorgeous blue is very shiny. But anyway, I think I'm going to try to keep things pretty neutral today, just to try out some of the browns and, you know, the warmer tones in the palette. So we'll see how that goes. I may add in a touch of color. I don't know. Anyway, let's get started. I've got my foundation and brows done. All my skincare is done. But I have not done concealer. And I saved that because I have some other Tarte products that I want to use today, as well as the palette. Kind of make this like a featured brand type of thing. But anyway, I have this the Radiant Shape Tape concealer, and I want to use it today and give it a whirl. I've had this box of stuff sitting here for a while, and the palette, I've only used it once or twice, and I don't know why I'm like that. It's like I want to save all the good stuff for a special occasion or something. But anyway, you need to use the good stuff, right? So anyway, Tarte is an awesome brand. This is the first brand that I ever made a, you know, what I call a high-end palette purchase, which compared to Tom Ford and some of the other brands that are out there, this is really the middle range, but it's expensive enough. Anyway, it was a Christmas palette. And I loved it. It was a kit. It came with eyeliner, and I still have it. I still have the eyeshadows, and it came with blushes and a bronzer. It's beautiful. I need to pull it out and show it to y'all and use it. But anyway, this was several years ago when I purchased it, and it was I was so proud of it. I got it as a birthday gift, and I didn't want to spoil it by just, you know, using it up and, you know, making a big mess and all that stuff. All right. I like to keep my palettes neat. Okay, I'm just going to go in with the Morphe Mini Bacon Set powder. And I'm just going to set this concealer down. And just try to get a bright under eye today. And the foundation I'm using today is the LYS Stick Foundation. Really super easy to use. And I'm just setting the T-zone. And around the mouth and the nose as a part of that. And I think that's all the powder I want to use today. I'll try to keep things on the creamy side, you know, because I have mature aging skin. Okay, we may come back to that brush after a while. After a while, crocodile. Let me just keep it handy. I'm going to pop it right there. Okay. Okay, I feel like my eyes were really dry this morning when I got up, and I put some, you know, serums and moisturizer and eye cream and stuff on, so I feel like I'm in a pretty good place right now. So let's get started with the eyeshadow. And I actually thought about putting these top 12 shades in a randomizer and just letting a randomizer, because it's so hard to choose, you know, but they're all just beautiful. So anyway, I thought maybe I'd try to stick like into this mid-range here, maybe Maybe a light one, maybe a dark one. But anyway. Okay, I'm just going to grab a fluffy brush from Lorella and we're going to get started. And I want to start with this shade here called Catnap. Catnap right there. And I'm just going to lay that down in the crease. And it's a pretty warm shade. I really like it. It's a great one to build on. And here lately I've been doing a lot of like outlandish kind of colorful type looks. And so I just want to kind of hone it back in with some neutrals. Mama needs to keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it realistic. Okay, so pretty good coverage there. That's really nice. Okay, now the other eye. The lighting here may seem kind of funny today because it's cloudy and overcast. It looks like it's going to rain. And maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I think it rained some last night, a little bit. But anyway, the fall rains are moving in. The grass mowing days are over for us. And anyway, we're gearing up towards winter. We got the heater in our car fixed. Yay. Defrost. You have to have all that, you know, for wintertime. And the next thing is to get a dryer. So that, because we can't keep hanging up the clothes to dry through the wintertime months. You could, but they'd be really crunchy. And who likes crunchy feeling clothes? Not me. Okay. And then for Christmas, hopefully I'll get a foam. So one by one, we're tackling these things that we've kind of been putting off. But you have to deal with it sooner or later, right? Okay, so that's pretty good right there. Now let me find I'm going to find an angled brush here. Let me use this one from Mayage. I reach for this all the time, y'all. Let me wipe it off. Anyway, it's great for the crease and, you know, down deep in the crease, that outer V area. Okay, let's go in with this shade here called Ferocious. Ferocious. I wonder what made them come up with the name Man-Eater. You know? It sounds vicious. Like a woman's gonna destroy her man or something. But anyway, the quality of their products is so good. Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave that outer V corner alone. And I'm just going deep in the crease is what I'm doing right now. And I want to hold this brush at the right angle. The only thing about this palette is because it is a hard plastic, the lid only goes back so far. And so, you know, the colors that are laying flat, you know, touch my arm whenever I'm working. And I'm used to being able to fold a palette back, you know, and having the option of just holding the mirror closer. But I'm not mad about it. It's an adjustment from what I'm used to. Wow, that is pigmented. I'm waiting for my Ice Cream Beauty to ship. I don't know what's taking so long. I got on their website yesterday and I was noticing that they haven't done any spoilers since September. And the last 3 orders on my account say that they're unfulfilled, but the only one that's unfulfilled is this month's. And so I don't understand what's happening. I don't know if they've gotten so many orders that they're overwhelmed and they just haven't been able, like to catch up on stuff. And anyway, I'm concerned. I'm concerned right now because I feel like they're behind, and I've noticed that the last 3 shipments for the last 3 months, I've gotten one palette around the middle of the month, and then the other palette is like practically the last day of the month. And this month, here it is, the 18th or 19th? I can't remember what day it is. But anyway, I haven't even received a shipping notice. And so it's like a red flag to me. Okay, this is pretty good right here. Now, I could go in with a warmer shade. This one called Smolder is really pretty. But I don't think I want to go that direction. I think I want to go... I think I want to go with one of these 2 shades. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to decide. Let's grab another brush here. Let's see what happens with Vixen, which is this one here. Looks like a kind of a cranberry shade. And we're just going to pop that right there in that outer V. And I'll probably use it underneath the lash line as well. I don't really want to take away from the brown. I just want to add a little, like a berry, touch of berries to it. This is definitely, I'm thinking fall still. I'm in the fall mode, but part of me is wanting to go right straight to Christmas, but I'm kind of bouncing back and forth a little bit in my thinking. Because it is November, I mean, I was telling my husband the other day that I definitely want to get the tree out and put the tree up. And he's like, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. And I'm like, well, I'm just putting it in your ear. That's, last year we didn't put up a tree. And I'm not going to tolerate that this year. Mama's got to have a tree this year, y'all. Okay, now I'm going to grab a flat brush. This is a new one I think that I got in a Medusa's makeup bag. And I'm going to take that same shade. And this is pretty stiff. And it's got, a nice substantial tip to it. And I'm going to try it out here underneath the lash line. That same color. It's called Vixen. And just connect it. Oh yeah. See, colors like this make blue eyes pop. The browns and the berries. And then, of course, those teal greens. I love a good teal green shade. This whole palette just spoke to me when it came out. And I was like, I had to have it. And I didn't buy it from the Tarte website right from the get-go. I waited. And I'm glad I did because Ipsy had it. And I was able to purchase it through Ipsy for a fraction of the price. So that was good. Okay. So we have that. Now, I need to think about a shimmer shade. There's so many pretty ones in here. And when you look at the palette in the mirror, this gold one just really stands out. So let's go with it. It's called Minx. And I'm going to try it with the brush, but I may go to my finger. We'll see. And see, this look right here could definitely pass for the holidays. You know, because you've got the cranberry, you've got the gold, you've got the really pretty browns, and it just goes together, you know? This color story. This whole palette was designed with, no matter what shades you use, everything's just going to go together. So it's a good one to use for like a palette bingo or, you know, whatever. See, that's pretty. And the embossing is so nice on this palette. And you hate to just really pack the shadow on the brush, because every brush stroke that you use on top of those shadows is pulling away from that embossing. And there I go. I just want to keep everything looking nice and new, because that's how I am. I like to take care of my things and relish them. This is a really buttery shade, by the way. I mean, really buttery. So anyway, just several layers here to try to get that pigment to pop without using my finger. I've got something right there. Let's get that off. Okay, so this mixes together with the browns and it kind of creates like an orange kind of an effect. And then I may come back and use one of these other like lighter shimmers in a few minutes when I get around to doing the inner corner highlight and all that. So, but for right now, what I need to do is I need to let's see, I've got lip products here. I've got this highlighter stick. It's like a eyeshadow highlighter. You could use it on the cheeks even. It's got a really nice glow. It's creamy. You can just blend it out. And so I've got that to use. And I have Tarte blushes around here. They're not any of them handy at the moment. And I don't think I've left any in this box. Let me poke around here and see what I can find. I've got several smaller type Tarte palettes here, and one of them may have some blushes in it. No, neither one of those do. Let's try this one here. Anyway, these were from the holiday collection. And I really don't want to show those right now because I want to save them for the holidays maybe. Anyway, you're going to see me using some of these Tarte products. I have the mini man eater as well. This is so cute, y'all. So that gold is called Sizzle. It's a different one. So anyway, little variety there for your purse or whatever. Okay, so let me just put on products that I'm familiar with as far as bronzer and blush are concerned right now, and we will try to be forgiving about not using every single thing in Tarte. Anyway, I'm going to go in with the favorite. This is the LYS No Limits in the color Motivate, which is for light complexions. I like this bronzer. And I've used it and used it and used it, and I still haven't hit pan. My complexion looks really pale with the lighting today, especially, and the fact that I don't have on any bronzer or blush yet. So let's do something about that. That foundation is a really light color, which I like. The coverage is really good on it, and it's creamy, and there's just a lot of pluses about that stick foundation that I really like. LYS does a really good job with their complexion products. Just bring a little color back into the face. Okay, things are taking shape here. Now, let's see here. I have a cream blush from Tarte. I could use it. Well, that's the bronzer. Let's see. Where is that blush? I want to use that blush brush right there. Let me pull that cream blush out of this bag of blushes I have down here. It's called Breezy Cream Blush in the shade Pink Sky, which is this shade here. It's like a peachy pink. And I have used this like with my fingers because it's like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a solid. It's like a solid type cream, and anyway, it goes on really nice. Then you can use a brush to blend it out. Just a little bit here on the temple. That way I don't look so sickly. Just a little dab right there on the chin. I like putting a little blush on my chin. I don't see many people doing that, but I like doing it. Okay, that's a really nice one. I have a bronzer that's made the same way. You know, just a really nice cream bronzer. It's like a stick, except it's made in a pot. Here, let me show it to you. And this is the Breezy cream bronzer in the shade called I can't even read it anymore. Anyway, that's what that looks like. And it's gorgeous. I mean, it just melts right into the skin. So anyway, I have those products that I can fall back on. But I also have a palette called Park Avenue Princess that has the powders. And then I have separate Tarte blushes, you know, in separate little compacts. Okay, so we're doing pretty good here. I feel like I'm ready for mascara. And I've got this one here from Tarte. It's called the Maneater. Everything's Maneater today. Anyway, I don't think it's waterproof, but it's a good one. It's got a really nice big wand. So let me go off camera. I'm going to take a break here and put on this mascara, maybe a pair of lashes or whatever. And then when we come back, we'll do highlighter and lips. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I put on about 2-3 coats of mascara, and I felt like it built up enough volume. I was pretty well satisfied with all of that. And so I found another couple of products that I want to use. We have this Double Take Awake liner. This eyeliner here. It's got this felt tip brush on one end, and on the other end it's a retractable, it's like a concealer type color, which you could use like in the inner waterline. And so I thought I'd use that today. And then I decided while I was on the break that this Maracuja Juicy Glow highlighter stick that I showed you that swatch of a while ago, that I would try to use that in the inner corner and up underneath the brow bone. So let's do that. And you just snap it up. But don't push it up more than what you want, because you can't get it back down. So anyway, let me set the cap right there. And I'm going to try to do this in the mirror here. And I think that sometimes we overlook highlighters, you know, and especially cream eyeliners and things like that, that we could actually use in our inner corner. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this today, because I thought that, see, look how that brightens that up. It's awesome. And because it's at an angle, I can use the tip of it, you know, for that precise around the tear duct that I'm looking for. Okay, now just a little bit up underneath the brow bone. And I feel like I need a brush to blend that out. So let me grab a brush here. Let me use this one from Complex Culture. I'm just going to blend that out to where it's not so harsh looking. That's pretty. Okay, now this eye. Oh yeah, I really like this as a highlighter. Okay. you can get right up to that very edge of the brow, and then I'm going to use the brush to drag this around where I want it. Exactly. Soften it up just a little bit. Yay! Yay! I feel like I made a discovery with that or something. Okay, that is pretty. Okay, there's that. Now let's see if I can use a little bit of this eyeliner without making a big mess. I'm not really skilled at eyeliner so much because I don't use it all the time. But I feel like it's going to add to this look. Make the lashes look fuller. I have to be careful though, because if it's not like exactly smooth and perfect, I just want to keep adding and adding and adding. And then before you know it, it's out of control. See, like already, that wing is traveling. It's hard getting over that fold of the skin there. Okay, I gotta quit. I gotta quit before I look like Amy Winehouse. Oh, that was her style. I shouldn't make fun, but anyway. It's just too much for me. One thing I like about these tips is that you can kind of lay them up against your eye and, you know, just take short little strokes and just, you know, really place it where you want it. Okay, now. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for an amateur. Now, I'm not really one to use light colors in my waterline, but that is an option with this particular eyeliner. So it's kind of fun, you know. All right, now, let's see here. I need to do lips, and I need some highlighter on my cheeks. So those are our last two steps before setting spray. So let's choose, let's see, let's choose a highlighter. Let me go back into this Ace Beauty Glow Essentials. I should have pulled out that Park Avenue Princess palette because it has everything. I mean, it has the bronzer, it has the blush, it has the highlighter. Okay, let's see here. Since I'm warm and glowy today, let me go into this really pretty gold one. It's called Glowing. And let's just pop a little of that right there. Just beautiful. I really like this palette. Okay, so I'm not going for a really stark look today. on the highlighter. So I think that's all I'm going to do on that. And now for lips. I have this lip liner. It's called Rosy Brown. And these are retractable as well. And there's also a little sharpener. And I haven't sharpened this in a while, so let me just do that real quick. That way I can get a precise line. You almost hate to sharpen them because that product that comes out, it's like, wow, I could be using that. So anyway, let's see what we can do here. It's a pretty color. So let me just take that little bit of product that came out and just smear it on. It reminds me of the texture of that blush. Now I could leave this lip look just like this and it would be matte. But this product right here is so good. It's called the Maracuja Juicy Lip. And this particular shade, let's see, what's it called? Rose. Look at that. Anyway, this is going to add so much shine. And again, it's one of those products that pushes up. But you don't want to push it up too far because you can't get it to go back down. So let me just dab some of this on. And bring some creaminess. And see, it's really soft. So you don't want to like use it like a regular lipstick, because that's going to mess up the tip. There we go. Very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, y'all, that is the look for today. I enjoyed playing with this palette and all the other Tarte products. That gold is awesome. I want to get into some of these other shimmers. That one right there looks inviting. But there's so many pretty ones. This color right here, even though it's really light, it's got a bit of green in it. So, I mean, if you could, the way that this is set up, you could just go in a row here, you know. And just use those colors and create like a monochromatic type look. Okay, y'all, I think I have a little squirt left of this Emma Hardy. I want to be careful. Anyway, I think this is ready for the empties. Because I want to be careful because I don't think this mascara is waterproof. I could have put on more highlighter today, but really that's enough, y'all. Look at that. It doesn't show up as much on this side, but the sun is over here on this side of the house this time of the day. It's about 11:30, something like that. And anyway, I was just trying to get all this done before my husband got home. All right. It's kind of a long video today, but maybe I can edit this down a little bit. Anyhow, I appreciate y'all coming and watching. And give me a thumbs up on the video, please. Let me find my thumbs up guy. Mr. Fantastic. This is Mr. Fantastic. So, If you got some value out of this video today, then give me a thumbs up. Appreciate your support. I love y'all very much. You have to try some of these Tarte products, y'all. They're really good. All right. Let me just say thank you very much for all the YouTube love, y'all. Appreciate everybody. All right, that's it for me today. God bless you today is my prayer, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.